Warning: the show you are about to watch is for comedic purposes only. We strive to entertain and make you laugh. We strive to keep things family friendly and keep it at a PG-13 rating. The show itself covers news topics that you probably don't see every day, pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games, and a redneck. If we make you laugh just once, then we're doing our jobs. If you get offended in any way whatsoever, go cry to your mom because these two military veterans don't want to hear about it. So sit back, relax, join in on the shenanigans, and enjoy the show. Broadcasting straight to you from the good old interwebs on Accidental Punch TV, it's The Sully Show. Starring JT Hollis and the not-so-mastermind of the entire program, Sully. Join us in our viewer chat. And now, here's Sully. Hi, everybody. Oh, hello. Good to see you all. Yes, I'm Sully. Broadcasting live from Bristol, Connecticut, right around the corner, literally, from ESPN Studios. I could throw a baseball and it'll go over their fence. That's how close I am. With me today, as always, is my friend, my redneck brother from another mother, the one, the only, JT Hollis. Hello, JT. How are you today, sir?
Why, hello, sir. And I am doing just wonderful tonight.
Oh, that's fantastical. We love it. Come on into our chat room. Go to twitch.tv/accidental punch. That is where we are live. We're also live on YouTube, DLive, Facebook. We're pretty much everywhere, and we're going to have some fun tonight because, well, let's face it, it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And we still have a Christmas poll that we got to finish. Oh yeah, don't think I forgot. We got like 3 more movies to choose from to see who's gonna be head to head on this wonderful Christmas movie tournament that we've got going on. And no Trisha today. She is taking the day off. She needs to kind of chill out, reflect, and relax a little bit. She's been putting a lot on her plate, and we told her it's all good. Chill. It's all good. We got this. So hello, everybody. JT, who do we have in the chat room today?
Oh, well, we got a shitload of the punchers in the chat room at the moment, my friend. Of course, we have the one and only Lady Death, a.k.a. Nikaya, the longest subscribing member of the punchers. He is with us today. We also have Tank tuning in via Discord. He's a man who has information that probably all of us have forgotten. Our good friend who loves to crochet, that is right, she is the queen of Canadian crocheters. The one and only Carol is with us tonight. Bunky is here. Oh, the Bunkster himself, that's all I'm going to say.
Mr.
Sammy,
Bunky,
master of the clip, is with us also. And the man who wants to be there but never shows up on Mondays because work gets in the way. The one and only Echo is with us also.
aw, you're going to use that against him, aren't you?
And we have one other person that is tuning in through Discord. Also, Mr. Toby. He says, I'm probably going to miss the show tonight working late for end of year inventory counts.
Oh.
Toby, if you're still hanging out with us, that sucks, dude. But you know what? You put the headphone in your ear, just in one ear, and you have it going on your phone. And there's a cat playing with my skeleton behind you.
I was waiting for you to finally notice.
At least it wasn't Oreo.
Yeah.
Because she'd have taken the whole damn thing down.
That is true. That is very, very true.
And I was looking at the chat list, making sure that I got everybody. And as my eyes drop down to the bottom, I catch movement in the corner of my camera. What the hell?
And you went, shit. shit. What the hell?
Yeah, at least it wasn't the Hellraiser this time. It was just little Miss Pringles.
Also very true. So come on in, have some fun with us today. We got a lot to do. And of course, Western Echo started it off with R.I.P. to Nikki Acox. If you don't know who Nikki Acox is, she was part of Supernatural, the TV show Supernatural. She just recently passed away. We had Kevin Conroy pass away last week, almost 2 weeks ago now. The voice of Batman in Batman the Animated Series for a very long time, including a whole bunch of video games and all that good stuff. And just recently...
Did he do the Lego movie too?
No, he didn't. That was Will Arnett.
No. Okay.
That was Will Arnett playing Batman. And just recently, the original Green Power Ranger, Jason David Frank, who did a liner for us. I met him at a Comic-Con. My God, he was one of the most down-to-earth, very cool people to meet. So nice and just loved being there for people. Like, he loved knowing that he entertained people and that he made people happy. And it sucks. It's horrible that happened. It sucks the way it was going down. I guess, people are going to speculate, yeah, he did kill himself. It was suicide. I don't know what type of suicide it was. I don't really want to know. It just sucks altogether. But apparently he'd been going through a breakup, bad divorce, and just everything kind of got to him. And he did a lot with mental health to begin with.
Right.
So the fact that, things went south, very horrible. It really is. It's horrible.
I mean, it's horrible when anybody dies, but, especially it's even more when it's under those kind of circumstances,
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. And it's just, it sucks, it really is one of those things, especially when you grew up watching Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I didn't watch anything past the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers because, well, let's face it, I got older and, it was only on Saturday mornings by that time or, maybe reruns in the afternoon, but it was still cool. I mean, he basically took over the lead role from the original Red Ranger. And I mean, they were like,
out of here.
They butted heads to begin with anyway. But it sucks. It sucks losing people like that,
Right.
And like,
well, I mean, it's been vicious here as of late because, we've always talked the circle of three.
Oh, yeah.
Where, if you lose a star, you're going to lose, a circle of three and then it stops for a while. Well, that hasn't happened this time. This is like, the second iteration of the circle of three in as many weeks with all the stars that we've been losing,
Agreed.
And it's like, we're either at the end of the second iteration or we're actually starting the third. I'm not positive on the count, but it's one of those two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we even did a portion of the show a few years ago. I think back when Michael Jackson died, where we were reporting
everything.
So many different celebrities that had died.
Yeah.
Within weeks of each other.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't. Didn't Prince go around relatively around the same time?
No, Prince was recently.
I know when Prince died, there had been a lot in that time frame then also, and it's just sometimes it seems simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then we don't have it again for 6 months, but this time and like the time you're talking about, it's like, okay, we got to make up for lost time. Here's 9 of them.
We're just gonna, death is just gonna hand out cards.
What if they had right? Exactly. It's like, okay, who pissed off death?
Yeah.
Want to say hi to Homework Anxiety, who's joined us. He came in and says Kevin Conroy, voice actor for Batman.
And
which was what started the whole conversation.
And for someone like me who's gotten into voiceovers and is slowly, getting there when it comes to audiobooks and stuff like that, he is one of my idols when it comes to voiceover work, because he had that deep voice,
Right.
that all he had to do was kind of just go a little up pitch to change it to his regular voice. And that's how he basically did Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
He added that bass to the voice of Batman.
That gruffness.
Yeah. And it's funny, he so Nerdist. Some people will be like, oh yeah, Nerdist, yeah, we've heard of them. Some people are like, it's a Nerdist, whatever. They did a podcast, Talking Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Rob Paulson, who, if you don't know who he is, then you need to go back and watch Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jimmy Neutron, like all these other shows. His voice is everywhere. He is absolutely another one of those guys that it inspires me to do what I want to do. And they did the what was it? I think it was the Dark Knight Returns or something like that, where they took the conversation between Batman and Bane, and they had Kevin Conroy do Batman, obviously. So, he was being the voice of Batman, that deep voice. Gotham City's going to be mine.
Right.
But as Batman.
What in the hell? What in the hell are you doing, Cat?
If Gotham City is going to fall, I will be its protector. Like that type of thing. And then they had somebody else doing Bane and read the lines, and you're like, you're hearing him read these lines, and you're like, yeah, this is Batman. And then you watch the movie and you hear, I'm gonna get you. It's like complete 180. Like, man, they should have gotten Kevin Conroy to do the voiceover.
Real quick, I want to say hi to the world's best daughter, a.k.a. my daughter, Kim. Great to have her along. She says she's dyeing her hair again. Now, we just the other day, her and I had like a 30-minute conversation on her hair.
Sure.
For any man to have a 30-minute conversation with a woman about their hair is, hard enough. But the scary thing is we've had this conversation multiple times in the past. So it's like, but she's dyeing her hair tonight, so she can only stay for a little bit, for a minute or so. But that's the nice thing, Kaylin. You can leave it on in the background.
Yeah.
You can leave us on in the background if you want to.
Lady Death watches us all the time on either her TV or her tablet. So.
Yeah, but I guess she doesn't want to hear us, so she's going to go do her thing. Whatever. Fine. Be that way.
All right. Poll number 9 is up, folks. Poll number 9 is up for Christmas movie. We got Home Alone, Elf, Scrooge, The Christmas Story, and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Put your votes in right now. You can do it right there, right at the top of the screen. Get your votes in because, well, let's face it. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 more movies. 4 more movies to do, our I guess you could say the Big 12.
Yeah, 'cause you got to have 12. I mean, you could do 10, but that means 2 movies would have a bye, and I don't believe in freebie wins. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
If you also want to be a part of the conversation, don't hesitate to give us a call, 860-506-5968. Again, the phone number is 860-506-5968, and we will put you on the air, and you can join us, and it'll be wonderful, because that's what we do, folks. Yes, that's what we do. So very big, sad time right now, because let's face it, these are the Hollywood actors that people love.
Well, and that your generation grew up with.
Yeah. Well,
if you think about it.
That, and there's no political bullshit that comes from these guys.
Right.
Or girls,
right.
It sucks. It's horrible. As a matter of fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Western Echo can back me up on this, but Nikki Acox was leukemia. Kevin Conroy was cancer as well. I forget what type of cancer. And then unfortunately, Jason David Frank was suicide, which sucks. But in good news, Lady Death just chimed in the chat room that her dad's hip is not broken. Yay! That's a positive thing.
Her, along with her family and her dad, have been through holy hell and back again.
Yeah.
Here in the past several months, as you well know. Want to say hi to my good friend from across the pond, the one and only Captain Country, aka Mr. Neil, who just joined us through Discord. Woo-hoo. And right after this, we need to have a little conversation because Neil made a comment on a post from me today that needs to be discussed.
Which was hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. But before you do that, we do have to give props where props is due. I don't know if you did this already, but Lady Death has subscribed once again with Prime for 46 straight months.
Yep. I didn't have a chance to do that yet. I didn't see that. So
which is awesome. Western Echo says, technically the details of Nikki's death were not yet disclosed, but since she was diagnosed with leukemia a year ago, that's likely the cause. Yeah, and it must have been pretty aggressive if it was only within a year. And I mean, she was pretty young too.
Yeah, and they do have some pretty aggressive treatments for leukemia also, but just like cancer drugs and things like that.
Yeah.
Some people it works on, some people it doesn't.
It happens, I mean, life finds a way.
Yes, it does.
Life finds a way. But I mean, stuff like that, it's hard sometimes for a lot of people. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, life is life. You can't really, bash
well, and
much.
That's the thing, and it's been proven to me more times than I can count.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said, and you and I have talked about this many times, that when your number's up, your number's up.
Yes. It
does not matter what you do. You can be extremely unhealthy, like me. I smoke a lot. I used to drink a lot. I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. I eat fatty foods and red meat and starchy foods and all. I am nowhere near what anybody could call a living healthy type person.
Right.
Or you can be the epitome of somebody who is living healthy. They exercise every day. They don't eat any kind, meats. They eat all the right veggies. They do all the things right.
But
it doesn't matter.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because, when it's your time, it's your time. Why sit here and torture yourself and worry yourself about what you're eating and what you're drinking and what you're doing and all? Have fun with life.
Yes.
I mean, don't torture yourself over this stuff. Like Nakai says, you can't get a coupon at the end for death to come back, 20 years later. Or not like that. When it's your time, it's your time. It doesn't matter how healthy you live or how unhealthy you live.
Yeah.
And, granted, a lot of people say, well, you don't have to add to it. It doesn't matter because I truly believe, and I think you do too, that when you're born, you have an expiration date.
You only live once, folks. You only live once.
The day that you're born, you have an expiration date stamped on your forehead.
That's what Big Tank just said. Everyone has a Best Buy date on them.
Exactly. And there's nothing at all that you can do to change that. So live your life, be happy, try not to let others bring you down. And that kind of thing. You got to live life.
There's only a few more minutes left to the poll. Make sure you get your votes in. We've got a tie between Home Alone and How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and Scrooged is in the lead. So get your votes in. Use your channel points too. If you want something to win, we got to add it. We got to add it to the bracket so I can set it up for for all of December. It'll be good. We'll choose winners,
Right.
of who's going to win and whatnot. It'll be great. Just
Funky.
saying.
Monkey says, darn, I better throw away my get out of jail free card. No, the get out of jail free card, you hang on to that son of a bitch.
Hang on to that, man. Woo. That'll be
Hang on
rough.
to that one. That one can come in handy.
That'll be a little rough, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and Carol says, sometimes I wonder how come I'm still here. But if I live as long as Mom and Grandpa, I have another 20 plus years to go.
There you go.
When I think back and I look back at all the shit that I've done and all of the shit that I've been through, it is truly a miracle that I am sitting here today.
Well, the fact
that just means I haven't hit this yet.
I was about to say, you haven't gone fully on, oh shit, you're still alive and well, and that's what matters the most, my friend. That's what matters the most.
Funky says, as of right now, his get out of jail card is a punch card.
That works too.
I believe that.
Speaking of things going weird and awry in life, there was something that JT brought up during two Ewoks in the park yesterday. Right at the end, we're on TikTok. I'm starting to do some TikTok videos and create stuff for it, post some show videos, some shorts and whatnot of what we've done. And I'm not going to lie, this one's pretty interesting. JT, since you found the article, why don't you bring people up to speed on this thing before I show the video? Because yes, it was caught on video and it's on TikTok.
Yes, it is. And I thought about Dumbass of the Week for this one, but it was this one was too funny.
Oh, okay.
If you can believe it, actually, there's an actual thing for this one was actually too funny for Dumbass of the Week nominee. So I didn't even bother. It's just a regular story for the week. We've all seen the videos of wedding proposal or marriage proposal fails.
Oh yes, and there's many of those.
There are many, 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 many out there. I want to say hi to Carrie Ann, who just joined us in the chat room.
About time.
She says, not here long, but just wanted to stop in and say hi.
Hi.
We are glad you came by. We've all seen videos in the past of engagement plans that have failed miserably, and we've gone, aw, and then laughed our asses off.
Yes, quite often.
Well, one thing you might not want to do is do it on the front of a boat.
Why not, JT? It's so romantic.
Yes, very, very romantic. But why don't we show the video and you will see why it might not be such a good idea.
Well, then, yeah, I can do that because why not? Before I do that, Scrooged is the winner of this poll. We got 3 more movies to go, folks. 3 more movies to go. After this, I'll do another poll and we'll get some more Christmas movies up there. It's going to be awesome. So here's the video. This is user SMCLYNE. Smcline, as I like to say. Smcline. It's interesting, but it works. It works. Here he is, proposing, and there he goes. Look at the different angles, too. There goes, boom, and in the water.
Yeah, they were trying to recreate the Titanic-like theme.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
All you see is just
park it
boom,
like it's hot. Park it like it's
but
hot.
the best part is he's still asking her.
Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot.
But he actually climbs back onto the boat before he fully does. The only thing that saved his ass on this is the fact that the ring was still in the box.
And the box was closed.
And the box was closed, so when it hit the water, it floated.
But you can
It
see
didn't. It didn't do like a loose ring would do, and just right down to the bottom.
But you can see it just bounces off the side of the boat right into the water.
And the cool thing is, he does not even hesitate.
Nope.
I don't know if it's on purpose or because he slipped, but he does not hesitate whatsoever to go over the edge.
I'm going to say it's a little bit of both. Oh, no, he did that himself. He went over himself. You can see this shot here, the closer shot.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go. He's going down on his knee. Oh, shit. Splash.
I like that full panic mode. Yeah, I mean, I actually saw this on the Today Show. It was their feel good story of the day.
Feel good,
and I saw that. Well, yeah, because he was able to catch it or to get it, and climb back on the boat and then propose, and she said yes.
I don't know if it would be considered a feel good. I mean, the fact that he,
well, in this day and age, sometimes you got to reach.
True.
So
it's not many happy-go-lucky stories out there these days. So I get it.
Yeah, they are hard to find. So let me see this.
But good for them. Good for them that they got engaged. Good for him for recovering the way he did.
Now, when they put the story out, it had already had the video on TikTok had already had 875,000 plus likes since it was posted on November 14th.
Okay, well, they're at 1.4 million likes now.
Right.
Mostly because I have a feeling it has to do with the Today Show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that definitely had a huge impact on it. But I mean, I saw that, and it was literally one of those, aw, cool, and then I busted out laughing.
All right, I'm gonna say this because Western Echo just made me chuckle. What else was a feel good story? Sonny Bono hugging a tree. Oh, too soon? Maybe, I don't know. It's been a while.
Not at all.
Been a while.
Neil says that the man should get MVP of the year.
All right, I could see that MVP of the year. Right.
I would at least nominate him.
Okay, all right.
I would at least nominate him.
Nominate him for
right,
for MVP. All right.
Mm-hmm. So let's have a quick discussion here, Mr. Sully, if you don't mind.
Well,
I want to get this out of the way because I know he's going to leave here in a little bit. So I want to make sure we get this in.
He still has 30 minutes.
If he stays that long.
He might stay until the end of the show. He's done that before.
We know he can get a little tired and want to go to sleep, which we understand. I mean, he is on, the other side of the world.
Yep, and he's chiming in.
Exactly.
Do your best, punk. Oh, wait, I got to do it in a British accent. Do your best, punk.
Right. Do your best, punk.
Cheerio.
So every year we have the conversation about Christmas lights.
Yes.
And about, giving each holiday its due.
Yes.
Thanksgiving gets just completely run the hell over by Christmas.
Not by me.
By the majority.
Okay.
As you will. I was guilty of it for a long time. I didn't necessarily, turn my lights on and all that stuff. Because the rule that I live by is and we've had this discussion every year, you can put your decorations up and you can test them.
Yes.
Make sure that they work. Make sure that, turn them on at night. Make sure that everything looks right.
Uh-huh.
Things don't need to be adjusted and all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then you shut them off and you do not turn them on again until Thanksgiving night.
Uh-huh.
And I've actually backed that off and said until after the Thanksgiving meal.
Okay.
And I have always said this. Not tonight. The last 2 days I've been putting my decorations up and everything. And I took pictures, I turned them on, took pictures and everything. And I posted them. I said, and so it begins. But then I put in quotations that they were only turned on for testing purposes. Okay. Well, Mr. Neil decided that he had to make a comment. He decided that he needed to stick his nose once again where it don't belong.
Okay.
And he says the following. For testing purposes, we had this debate last year on the Sully show, and even then it was a dubious claim. Now, I could almost guarantee you that we could go back to this time of year for the last 10 years, and you would find this conversation every year.
Yes.
For this debate every year, and you would hear that every year I have said the same thing.
Yes, because you're at war with your neighbor.
Yes, and they were even worse about it this year because their oldest daughter, who's 9, 10 years old or whatever, it was her birthday, and her only birthday request, according to her parents, so I'm thinking there's a little BS involved in this.
Okay.
According to them, her daughter's only request for her birthday was that they have the house decorated for Christmas. So they have been nice. They turned the lights on for her birthday party and everything, which was cool. I understand that. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And then they turned them off, and they left them off until yesterday.
Interesting.
And starting yesterday, they have had them on.
Western Echo, obviously they're Satan worshipers. All right, well, before I say my piece, the next poll is up for movie number 10. Your choices are White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Story, Bad Santa, and A Muppet Christmas Carol. Yes, White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, A Christmas Story, Bad Santa, A Muppet Christmas Carol. Right. Get your votes in, starting now.
Yes, get your votes in, folks, because we do need them to make sure to set up these brackets and everything.
Because after this, we got 2 more to get. So, now.
So, well, real quick, my reply to him, to his comment, was, now, Neil, your memory does not serve you right. I have always said you can turn them on for testing as you put them up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put them up and not know if they work or not. But then you have to shut them off. Can be turned on anytime after the Thanksgiving meal. That was my reply.
So I'm just going to add to that.
Okay.
Now, as you know, because I already told you yesterday that my Christmas lights are on, and the only reason that they're on is because they're tied into my outdoor lights. My porch light, you flip it on, the porch light's on. It's colored blue for the police officers that were shot down last month, and the lights get plugged into that. I have no choice. They're on. I can't just unplug it because then I got to plug it back in, and it's a hassle, especially with a condo. Now, with that being said, I agree with you, but I disagree with you. And the only reason why I disagree with you on this is because after Santa arrives at Macy's at 12 noon on Thanksgiving, it is technically the Christmas season. So if you wanted to, yes, you could turn the lights on. But that's where I also agree with you that once it's dark, obviously the lights are going to get turned on and you're going to be able to celebrate Christmas and do whatever.
Well, and several years back, we had this conversation, and that's when I made the adjustment to after the Thanksgiving meal.
If I were a better listener, I'd pull up last year's show and clip what JT said. But I'm tired and lazy, and I don't want to. I have it. It's on the hard drive.
Yep, he does.
I have all the shows. I have all the shows from Whoa Radio, all the shows when we were on our own, on Ustream.
Yeah, that's a long one. That's a long time ago.
I've got every single show, both audio and video. And man, you can see how we've aged.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Even JT's beard was brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Just it had the little brown streak or gray streak right here in the middle.
Yep.
That's how this started out. It was brown, and then it developed a little gray streak here in the middle, and then it just completely went to shit.
Carol says, "Sure glad my Thanksgiving is in October." Yes, Canadians celebrate it in October. Perfectly fine. But you still celebrate Halloween.
Right.
We're trying to make it where you don't skip over Thanksgiving. And in my opinion, it's not Thanksgiving until you watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Because really, how many Thanksgiving movies are out there?
Not many.
Not many.
Not many.
Not many.
Not many at all.
You know? So far, A Muppet Christmas Carol is winning in this poll. Bad Santa is in second. So, yeah. Again, White Christmas, Miracle on 34th Street, Christmas Story, Bad Santa, and A Muppet Christmas Carol. If you would like to use any of your channel points, you can use that to increase the votes on your specific one. Want to say hi to Billy. He says, Halloween is a pagan ritual like Christmas and Easter. Yes, we know that.
And your point is, Billy.
What's your point?
Echo says, my standing Thanksgiving movie is Home for the Holidays.
Ooh, that's
Has
a good
been
one.
for 25 plus years and always will be.
That's a good one.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's a
I like
good
Home
one.
for the Holidays as well. But, you know, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I mean, you got Steve Martin and John Candy. Kevin Bacon makes a cameo. I mean, come on. It's good stuff
And
that way.
for the longest time, for me, it was A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, but that's Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
You got Charlie Brown.
Oh, that's because it was a Charlie Brown Christmas, and then there was before that they had the Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Charlie,
You had the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, and then of course you had a Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas, and then it's Christmas time again, Charlie Brown. And there's more. Billy says, so therefore Thanksgiving is a fatty ritual. Do the math, bros. No, well, duh. That's why we eat. It's called glutton. Not gluten, glutton.
But like I said at the beginning, you gotta live life.
Again,
Gotta have fun.
agreed.
You know, live life to have fun.
Agreed. Captain Country says, my daughter used filthy language last night when she asked when we were getting the Christmas tree out. Rule number 1, not until after my birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Happy early birthday, Neil. Seriously, happy early birthday.
Yeah.
I love that Lady Death had to spell the pronunciation of that word.
Right. Bunky says, I got to go be Uncle Eddie on the pump truck.
Oh boy, here we go.
Nice. Yes, and Nikaya, you are correct. Halloween is a Samhain ritual, and Christmas is Yule.
Yes, absolutely. Listen,
Yep.
they're all tied together. I don't care who you are, but everybody celebrates it in their own way.
And those who don't celebrate Hanukkah.
Yes, but
You know, so
my
it's all good.
and again, this is the debate that we've been having for years and years and years.
And probably will have for the rest of the time that we do this show.
Yes, Christmas doesn't start until noon on Thanksgiving. Simple as that.
The Christmas season.
Christmas season.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay. I go, everyone knows that all of these are all a conspiracy by the greeting card companies. No, that's holidays like Sweetest Day.
yeah.
Sweetest. What in the flying is Sweetest Day? Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah. Lady Death says, my religion is older than Christianity, and Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is a Christmas movie. We've proven this. There are videos out there proving it. It is a Christmas movie, and it is on the list. It's on the
Sully?
list. Yes.
You need to show your little gift that you got.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Yes, you do.
If you can't see it, It's actually behind me next to Grogu. Over my shoulder there. So first the story goes, JT, show yours since mine's all the way behind me. JT was at a craft fair. They were selling things, and he ran into a vendor that made F-bombs, literal F-bombs out of yarn. Nice crocheted, got the
fuse
rope
and everything.
Yeah, got the fuse, everything. And I liked it. I liked it so much. I'm like, I really want one of those. And JT went to the same exact show, right? It was the same exact one from the previous
next year.
And
the next year.
He got me one. And clearly, it's behind me. Grogu's got it. There's my F-bomb. I would love to bring it closer, but I don't have the room to bring it closer. I should have it on my desk, but it's all the way over there. So thank you.
I have mine with easy access. And the funny thing is Nakia saw it, and she wanted one too. So, we ordered 2 of them. And, we didn't think anything about it. Then we get them, and I'm looking at them, and one of them had a very, very short fuse. And I looked at Kay and goes, which one do we send to Nakia? Guess who got the longer fuse?
Me. Because honestly, it really does take a lot to piss me off. But,
Yes.
I just hide it very well. I really do. I hide it very well.
You would have the longest fuse of the group.
Well, I kind of have to.
Yeah. Because
especially with all that I do here behind the scenes and whatnot.
Right.
But other than that, kind of need to have the longer fuse.
And talking about long things. But giggity.
All right.
Hashtag phrasing.
All right.
Why don't we go ahead and get this week's world record story out of the way?
Yeah. What week are we on now?
We are now on week 22.
Damn.
22 weeks in a row we have done some kind of a world record story.
And
Echo says that Sully's fuse is 10 years of equipment issues long.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's true.
He's not lying.
Just so you know, Mr. Bunky contributed 90 channel points, and A Muppet Christmas Carol has won this poll. So,
very cool. Very cool.
Yay. Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
We got 2 more to do.
2 more? So you can get the next one ready while I'm doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's that for timing?
Do you want to show the video too? Because I can do that.
Well, the video really doesn't show much. It just shows the target. You really can't see the impact or anything like that. So the only thing that really happens is at the end where they celebrate.
That's a big rifle too.
Yes. Karen says, I'm falling asleep, y'all. We must be boring. It's been a bad day. See y'all next week. Get some rest and feel better, Miss Ann.
No, don't go to sleep. Keep us on. We'll put you to bed.
Hashtag phrasing on that one.
We'll put you to bed. I mean, after all, you might even hear some sound effects, like this.
God damn it, Leroy.
Or
Sorry, I was distracted by a sailboat.
Like that. Or, we also have, the car crash. Shotgun.
Yeah.
Which for some reason is not loading up. But we also have
Hoo-ah!
that one. And Nelson laughing. So I mean, we'll keep you awake.
Right. You can show the picture of the rifle if you want to. So.
I'm going to. I'm actually setting that up right now.
Cool. Because it's an awesome rifle.
It's a big gun.
So this one here, if my memory serves me correctly, which it probably doesn't, a long time ago, the world record for longest rifle shot was owned by a guy who had the name of White Feather.
White Feather.
He was he was fighting in Vietnam. He was a sniper.
Oh.
And he shot a guy off of his bike from like a mile and a half away with a 50 cal rifle.
Also known as "Don't mess with him."
Exactly. Exactly. So,
There's the
somebody,
rifle. Woo!
somebody set a new world record with the rifle that you see on the screen. The long-range shooting world record was broken yet again when a team of spotters and a shooter hit a target 4.4 miles away.
Oh,
For any of you, those who are interested, that's 7,744 yards. And this was done in the Wyoming desert earlier this month. The marksmanship feat was orchestrated by Scott Austin and Shepard Humphreys, who run Nomad Rifleman, a long-range shooting school out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
oof.
Together with a group of friends, they spent several hours launching bullets downrange before connecting on their 69th shot.
Damn.
I can guarantee you, dude's shoulder was sore for a week after that one, even with all the compression gear that it has on it to make the impact a little less. He was still hurting for sure.
That's ouch. That's all I can say is ouch.
Making that many shot attempts isn't unusual when trying to set a record of these types. Humphreys noted that the previous record, a 4-mile shot made by Paul Phillips in 2019, required 69 attempts as well.
Ouch.
With a 1.44% hit ratio, a shooting exhibition like this does raise an obvious issue. What does it signify in terms of actual marksmanship? I will put it this way.
I mean, that's pretty good.
As a sniper, you are trained to look at things like which direction the wind is blowing.
Yes.
That's
why there's a spot.
How hot it is, curvature of the earth between you and your target. And I mean, there's a whole lot of things that you got to know. But no matter how good you are, there is always a little bit of what they call Kentucky winded.
Oh, yeah.
in your shooting. And unless the guy is like 50 feet in front of you, that is goes into any consideration of a shot.
Yeah.
Especially when like that 4.5 miles away, basically.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's a somewhat difficult question to answer as a lot of skill, engineering, and prep work, more than 1,500 hours, according to Humphreys, went into the feat, which required an element of favorable probability, aka luck, to come to pass. The target they shot at was constructed of thin sheet metal and measured 10 feet wide
Okay.
by just over 7.5 feet tall.
Oh.
It was also placed at a steep angle so it would be more in line with the fall of the bullet as it came back to Earth.
Well, yeah, it's especially at that distance.
Right, because any bullets fly, a lot of people think when you fire a bullet, it just goes straight. No, it goes up and out and then comes down as inertia and momentum go away.
Kaboom.
What was I talking about? It was also placed at a steep angle, so that, like I said, but by no means difficult to hit consistently with a good rifle and ammo. But there's a world of difference between ringing steel at 1,000 yards away and doing it at more than 7,700 yards.
That's impressive.
I mean, let's see. This article actually gives all of the information about the rifle they used. Things like the cartridge was a .416 Barrett. Bullet was a cutting edge MTAC 422 grain. The barrel on the rifle was a 40-inch barrel with a 1-to-9 twist. They go into all They give all of the information on here about it. It's really, really cool. If anybody wants the link for the article, I can post it in the chat room.
By all means, please do. Please do. Well,
it was neat because one of the ladies that was a spotter, they had a spotter cubby,
mm-hmm.
you know, a covered bunker basically that they were in, a spotter 20 yards away from the target. And one of the ladies that was in there said it sounded like the round skipped off of their cover when it hit the target.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
I thought that was pretty interesting.
I could see that. All right, next poll is up. Movie number 11. We've got 2 more. We can do this, folks. Home Alone, White Christmas, Holiday Inn, Bishop's Wife, Christmas Vacation. Those are your movies to choose from. Home Alone, White Christmas, Holiday Inn, Bishop's Wife, Christmas Vacation. So far, Christmas Vacation is in the lead. Home Alone is a close second. So, you got 10 minutes before we go to commercial. Yay. We'll be able to say who won, and we'll go from there. So, get your channel points,
and there you go.
Do your votes, and everything will be fun. Yes.
Great. Just posted the link in the chat for anybody who wants it.
Awesome sauce. We like
very
that.
Cool. Very cool story, though. I mean, you know, back in the day when, you know, we didn't have all this high-tech fancy equipment and stuff that we could do, it was amazing to everybody that Hitchcock was his name. I can't think of his first name. Or Hitchcock, I think it was. But for him to hit somebody with a witness,
yeah,
at 1.5 miles away with a 50 cal gun, you know, that was an amazing feat. I was lucky if I ever hit the 300-yard target.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
so, you know,
listen, I don't get me wrong. I'm a pretty good shot myself.
Mm-hmm.
I will never use a rifle like that. No way.
Right.
Never.
Well, and, you know, even, you know, using a handgun, you know, using an old 6-shooter, using a freaking Derringer, you know, using a hunting rifle, it doesn't matter. Every shot has a little bit of luck involved in it, unless the guy's like, you know, from here to that camera away from me, you know.
And don't get me wrong, you're going to get kickback. I mean, a revolver alone has a little bit of a kickback. It's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
9 mil. I mean, come on, you don't want to do gangsta style because then you're never going to hit anything.
One gun I would never want to shoot because of the kickback.
Western Echo says he's awesome with a sling. Hashtag just saying.
Well, the sling gives you support. The sling gives you extra support and extra solidity in keeping the weapon straight and solid.
Sure.
But the 357 handgun, the 357 Magnum handgun, one I would never shoot because it would shatter both of my wrists.
Makes me think of Tackleberry from Police Academy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tackleberry.
Exactly. What do they call them damn things? They've got a name for them.
I don't know.
I can't think of what it's called now.
Bunky says he wants to fire the Desert Eagle. Ooh, that's a good one. Lady Death says I'm pretty awesome with a blade. Yeah, but you don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight. Just putting it out there. You don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight.
Right.
Currently, we've got a battle between Christmas Vacation and Home Alone, first and second, and then White Christmas is in third. So again, you still have about 6 or 7 minutes or so before we go to break. Hopefully, we'll have the winner of the poll. And JT Big Tank says, I want to fire the Desert Eagle and a 59 cal 1911. Ooh.
Ouch. 59 caliber M1911.
Yep.
Honestly, my dream weapon to fire would be a sniper rifle. I don't care if it's an older one or a newer one, but it would be a sniper rifle because those things are they are the ultimate in weaponry.
You know what I want to do?
outstanding from any of the ones that they use, like in the Olympics and stuff like that.
I don't want to fire any gun. I don't.
No?
No.
What do you want to blow up?
Been there, done that. I want to blow something up. I want to push the plunger down and boom.
Well, you can still blow something up and fire a weapon. You can fire a dragon.
True.
You could fire an AT-4.
Why are you sounding like Porky Pig all of a sudden?
Because I'm trying to remember all the names. You could fire a tow missile.
You.
You know, they've got the anti-aircraft handheld Stinger missiles that you could fire. You know, you could blow shit up and still fire a weapon.
Mr. Bunky says, I'm pretty good at firing the pump truck.
Ooh, an 1888 musket. Oh, wow.
That would be interesting.
Man, those guns scare the shit out of me, but they are so cool. I mean, you're going back to the time of the Revolutionary War and stuff like that, where, when you fired, you had like a 5% chance of hitting anything.
Better yet,
they didn't have all the rifling and stuff in it back then.
I do want to fire a gun. I want to fire an old school Civil War or Revolutionary War cannon.
Ooh. That would be nice.
You know the ones I'm talking about. You gotta stuff everything in.
If we're gonna go there, I want to fire an old German Luger.
That would work.
That is a cool as hell one.
That would work. Ooh, bazooka.
There you go.
Just popped in my head.
The bazooka was the grandfather of the AK-4 rocket.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Western Echo says a shooting range, Sunset Hill in PA, about a decade ago, actually had a Smith & Wesson 50 cal, which only shot one giant bullet at a time. Holy crap, that thing is a monster. Ooh. Do we have video of this? I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
Smith & Wesson 50 cal?
Yeah. 50 cal. I'm sure there's something on YouTube. There's gotta be. With the amount of content that people put out these days, everybody wants to be a creator,
Right.
Or big tank, or even a train-mounted cannon. Ooh.
And you want to get behind a weapon that is nothing but pure power. Get behind a friggin' 30 cal Gatling gun.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, that's the weapon that they have in the A-10 Thunderbolts, the 30 caliber Gatling gun, which fires 1,900 rounds a minute.
Didn't they have
think about that, 1,900 rounds in a minute.
Wasn't there one that you had to crank?
Oh yeah, the original version of the Gatling gun, the very original version of the Gatling gun. It had the magazine that mounted on top of it, and you cranked the gun.
Yeah.
So it fired as it.
There's a good workout for you.
The Tom Cruise Samurai Warrior movie that
Last Samurai?
Last Samurai. They have that in there. Oh. They have that weapon in that movie.
Oh.
Operational.
Big tank. Bar. Or give me a effing battleship.
Well, that would be a BAR.
I know, but it's better to say bar because that's how he put it.
Yeah, I mean there's so many weapons out there that are just amazing.
Fire and hole.
Just looking at you would give you a semi-hard on.
Oh, here you go.
Just looking at him.
So Western Echo corrected himself. It was a BFR 500 Smith & Wesson.
That would make a difference.
A big difference. But think about it. That'll look sweet. JT, you might have a cat pouncing on you very shortly.
Oh no, that's Pringles. This is one of her favorite spots when I'm in here now. So
okay.
She'll end up laying down here sleeping for us.
Just looking out for you, man. Just looking out for you.
I appreciate it. I want to say have a good night to Neil. He says 2 a.m. and time to load up a gun and shoot middle of the night. Garden Christmas decorations before I go to bed.
Dun, 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 dun. Good night, Neil. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we do appreciate it. It's always good to know that we've got someone over in the UK checking out our show.
Have a good night, Neil. And just so that you can have some nightmares, I'm working on a new song.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
No, I already recorded that one a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Voting is almost done, so if you haven't gotten your votes in just yet, make sure you do so. You can use your channel points to increase a vote. Christmas Vacation is in the lead. Home Alone, White Christmas, Holiday Inn, and Bishop's Wife aren't even on the board. And those are pretty good movies, too.
It's over.
It is over. Yeah, so Christmas Vacation wins. One more to go, and we can do that after the break.
That was Mr. Bunky contributing 300 channel points to make that win.
Oh, thanks, sir.
And Neil says, "Oh crap," which is the exact reaction I wanted to get from him.
Mr. Bunky says, "I think you should play I Am Santa Claus just for giggles."
No, if he's going to play one for giggles, he's going to play my favorite.
We'll see what happens. Oh, and Western Echo just sent me the video, so I'm gonna cue that up during the break. And we're going to show this because, damn, that looks awesome. Woo! That's going to be fantastic. When we come back, we'll have the I Can't Believe I Read That, as well as the video that Western Echo just sent me. The Dumbass of the Week. Keep it locked in. If you like what we do, make sure you click the follow and the subscribe button. Ring the bell to be notified every single time we go live. And we're going to have some fun. You're listening and watching The Sully Show right here on Accidental Punch TV. We will be right back. Oh, yes. We will.
Veteran Garden Deco loves to make things that put a smile on people's face. Military memorabilia, police, fire, EMT, your personally owned business. Anything that would put a smile or a memory, a good memory, into someone's mind. You can check us out at facebook.com/Veteran Garden Deco or on the interwebs at vgdshop.com. Do us a favor and hang some VGD on your wall today.
When I served, my work was critical, and I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
I lost all of my friends when I got out. Had to start my whole life over.
I didn't know what to do each day. Then my marriage hit a real rough patch.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide. I called the Veterans Crisis Line. I tell my buddies to call in case they ever need it.
When I retired, things slowed way down and lots of bad memories came back. I still go through tough times, but I'm glad I called.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
The person on the other end of the line isn't going to judge. Lots of responders are veterans too.
We all need to take care of ourselves. If you're going through a rough time, call the Veterans Crisis Line.
Guys, if you've ever wanted to get into podcasting before and you have that great idea, make sure you go to anchor.fm. It's free to do. And you know what? Even if you don't know how to get your show out onto all these other markets like Spotify and Google Play and Apple and all the other ones that are out there, Anchor will do it for free. That's right. You upload right to your own show page and they will take care of the work for you. That's how easy it is. And if you really, really get into it and you start getting a lot of people listening and watching your show, you can always set it to monetize and you can get sponsors for your show. It's that simple and that easy. Again, the website is anchor.fm. Check them out. And of course, if you want to check our show out each and every week because you missed it live, go to anchor.fm/The Sully Show. We're on almost all the major markets right now for podcasting. Check it out. Anchor.fm/The Sully Show. It'll be your turn to take the show with you wherever you want to go. he wakes up present day. He's in the bantha pod. Not the bantha pod. Wow, holy crap.
Taking higher than recommended doses of the common over-the-counter allergy medicine, diphenhydramine.
This dick is definitely...
Defaming.
Wow, holy crap.
I'm looking forward to this, but at the same time, I'm not.
Same what?
At the same time, I'm not.
Not only did he file a false claim, wow, holy shit.
The rogue beautician peels the buttery or the beauty batter.
That is art. That is art. Wow, art. What the fuck?
Off of the subject's face in one piece.
Xylophago. Have you ever been browsing the interwebs and you found that one special article or video and you say to yourself, man, that person's a complete and total dumbass? Well, if you have, we want it. That's right. Send it to us to accidentalpunch@gmail.com and we'll use it for the show. Just tell us who you are, provide the link, and presto, we'll use it. If you don't want to send it to us in an email, join our Discord channel. That's right, Accidental Punch on Discord. You can't miss it. It's got the Accidental Punch logo. It's how we roll. We have our own channel for that, the Dumbass of the Week. You can post a link and we'll give credit where credit is due. The Dumbass of the Week, every Tuesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Accidental Punch TV and The Sully Show. Join the awesomeness. You know, you wanna.
Actually done a couple of VGD projects for.
Mostly because, according to Christopher Freilander, wow, holy shit. This is like the perfect time to jump into Lake Michigan. Wow, holy crap. Because we already did the whole in bed bit. So there you go. Right. It kind of went around the west end of Long Island. Not the west end, sorry, the east end of Long Island. Wow.
Authorities recovered the stolen car a few days later.
Leader? What the
Yeah, a few days later.
News Channel 5 reports that according to Murphy's, wow, they're starting to do confetti not confetti, wow, graffiti.
Jesus promised to get rid. Do you want to try it?
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good.
Welcome back, everybody.
Like a good boy should.
A little bit of Adam Sandler. Why not? So good.
That clapping's messing my head up, man.
Yeah, it's messing my head up too. JT's back with us as well. Hi, JT.
Hey, not to be rude, but I had to eat something, so I apologize in advance.
You had to what?
I had to eat something.
Well, I mean, when you got to eat, I'm not going to tell you you're being rude or inconsiderate.
Oh, but I know I am. And I don't care.
Just saying. We are doing one more poll to get movie number 12. And I will say this, it is very difficult to not include the TV movies of Rankin and Bass. You know that? It really is. It's very difficult.
It is. It is.
Because those are, classics.
Well, and what brought this whole bracket thing up was it was the freaking Today Show. So if you guys want to blame anybody, blame it on the Today Show because they're freaking fault.
Which I did not watch, by the way.
No, you did not. You do not watch that show. We have it on here in the morning. But they started a poll this week of the greatest Macy's Day Parade balloon of all time. But they really screwed it up because they could have had a great final head-to-head matchup. But they put Charlie Brown against Snoopy.
What?
In the very first bracket. No. You put Charlie Brown on one side, you put Snoopy on the other side. You let them meet in the middle to go head-to-head.
Yeah, you missed the mark on that one.
Yeah, they missed the mark on that one big time. Big time.
I mean, how do you screw that up? That's like,
well, it is a Today Show.
True. True. I'll give you that.
Well, I mean, at the worst, you put Charlie Brown at the top bracket, and you put Snoopy in the bottom bracket on the same side, and then they go head-to-head to meet up with the other one.
Yeah.
You know, you could get away with that too, but putting them head-to-head in the very first round, no, that's stupidity.
Yeah, you just don't do that, you know.
And by the way, Snoopy kicked Charlie Brown's ass.
Of course.
In that one. So.
Of course. All right, this next and last poll. Next and last poll. Nightmare Before Christmas, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Home Alone, March of the Wooden Soldiers, and Elf. Big Tank says they aren't movies, though. The OG cartoons don't count for movies. Start a list of cartoon Christmas movies. That'll be next year.
Cartoon Christmas shows.
Yeah, we're
not
doing
movies.
This
Christmas
one's
shows.
movies, and we even limited it to theatrical releases because if we did it to just plain old regular movies, well, then we'd have to include DVD, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime. Like, you'd have to include all of those. And don't get me wrong, I love the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell. That the first one was fantastic. Second one was meh, but you know, you kind of have to limit it.
Yeah,
you know, this I kept for just theatrical releases.
Well, see, I think we should do it this way. Don't let them vote on which ones go into the poll. Make up the poll yourself. Make up the brackets yourself, and then put the brackets out there, and you go round by round.
Well, that's what we're gonna do in the next coming weeks.
Right, but but what I'm saying is, don't do what we've been doing, which is voting on which movies even get into it.
Oh yeah,
just make up the bracket, put it out there, say, okay, this is battle number 1 in the first bracket.
Yeah,
and then
so the way I'm
figure who's in it.
The way I'm going to do this is once we get the last movie from this poll, and by the way, you can use channel points. Looks like Nightmare Before Christmas is actually in the lead. Yes, it is a Christmas movie. It is. Once we get it squared away, I'm going to take all the names and I'm going to put them in a hat, and I'm going to have Christy pick them out at random.
There you go.
That will make up the brackets.
There you go. And
then we'll go from there. Because at least this way, I have no say in it. And yes, I will record it. And yes, I will put it up on YouTube. I will put it up on Facebook. Maybe I'll even do it live. Maybe I'll just have a live feed going on Facebook and do it that way. Or even on Discord. We can do it in Discord as well. So
we know Christy wouldn't be on screen for this.
No, it would just be me. It would just be me. But at least I can show her picking. Hey, my arm's gonna go in. I'm gonna pull it out and do whatever, and it won't be me choosing it. So
sounds like what the doctor said for the dumbass of the week a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, put my hand in and then pull it out.
Pretty much. But like I said, we now that we're back from break, we are going to show the video of what Western Echo was talking about, where he did have it on his Facebook, and he did send it to me. It's 3 minutes long, but I kind of want to jump ahead a little bit. So I'm trying to figure out, and This is actually pretty good. So I set it up where like 20 or 30 seconds in, he's actually showing the gun and the bullet. And this is crazy here.
The BFR with the spiral cut hollow point.
Oh boy.
When it hits, it opens up and the spirals cause it open up in shreds as it goes through. Now, on paper, it just makes a hole. On flesh, you can tear a hole like that out the back of the person you shot.
What's the best way to hold this for the kick?
What you want to do is just get a good firm hold on the gun with your right hand, and then your left hand just the same as you do with the others. Your thumb on top, reach up, pull your hammer back, stand back beyond this bar just in case it comes up a little bit. Hold it in this area, put it right on, get a good firm grip with your arms on there, nice steady shot. Put it on there, line up your sights, squeeze it off, it's going to kick like that.
I was kind of hoping there would be a bullet in that one.
Boom.
Big Tank says it's the effing gun from Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Kind of looks like it, but the barrel's a little short.
Yeah, just a little. And you don't have cartoon bullets going in.
Souvenir, you keep track of them. It's going to come up a little bit. Towards the end of the day, you guys compare papers. Doesn't fire.
So if you don't know, Western Echo is the one in the flannel shirt, by the way. Just so you know.
From that position, you have to hammer right?
Oh my god. This is a heavy gun.
And if you want to do a trial run, you're holding it just right. You just want to reach up, pull that hammer back. Good firm grip. You don't want to hold it out here because the sharp edges on the metal will.
Okay, so we at least we know he's holding it right.
Right.
I want to skip ahead. I want to see him shoot this thing. Let's see. I believe I believe they're loading the gun now. All right, so here we go.
But it's a lot of fun.
First of all, good for you, Echo.
Now, pull the hammer back. You ready?
Watch that, baby. That's some serious stuff in there. I love watching this.
Here we go.
There he goes.
Everybody's backs up.
I'll do one more.
Did you see that kickback? Oh. Echo's like the power of the sun in the palm of my hands. That was some kickback. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that he's got really limp wrists.
What more? Okay, this is great.
All right, so I gotta ask, Echo, who did you go with for this? That's what I want to know. I want to know who you went with. And this was what? This was back in 2009.
Mm.
Wow. Big Tank, that's the Tackleberry gun. Okay, so his brother is the one that's taking the video. Okay.
You should fire one off. All right, so worth it. I'll do it. Do it.
I'll do it after him. Then you can
Load the,
or do you want to be next?
I wish they would just put all the bullets in there.
Do it.
Yeah, load the whole. Put all 6 rounds in there, man. Let me have fun.
Woo.
Oh yeah.
You can see how the wood's a little torn off the top there.
Awesome.
You ever notice that? The wood.
Okay, so now the question is, did you hit the target? They had a group of people just to watch. Holy crap!
Mm. Oh, when you pull out the big guns like that, man, you're gonna get people crawling out of the freaking cracks in the wall to come see it fire.
Oh my gosh, that was
Partly because they're scared to fire it.
Yeah.
But the other part would be because it's cool as hell, even just to watch it.
See, I don't think I'd be scared to fire it. I don't know. I like stuff to blow up.
No.
I think that's pretty cool. No, seriously, dude. I wish I could go and shoot that gun. That'd be awesome.
Right. Right.
That'd be awesome, you know? Just putting it out there. Putting it out there. Wow. Damn. I want to fire a gun like that now.
He says the only thing louder than that gun at the range was the sniper rifle.
Oh, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll blow your ear off. And then some.
Right.
Wow. All right. Well, we're going to change gears for a little bit here. And you know what? Let's do this. It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That. That's right. It's time for I Can't Believe I Read That, where we take 5 news articles from the good old interwebs and, well, we bring them to your attention because, let's face it, you need to know. You need to know what's going around the world. And I'm not talking politics and all that other bullshit. I'm talking funny stuff. Yes, stuff that makes you go, did I really just read that? I can't believe I read that. What the hell is that? Huh? What? Well, this week, we got some doozies. Oh, yes, we got some doozies. And, of course, I want to thank the people who sent them in. Lady Death was one of them. I believe Big Tank was one, as well as, I think, Sammy sent one as well. I don't remember if I actually... Yep, I did. So I want to thank you guys for sending in those articles for us in our I Can't Believe I Read That channel. By all means, you can post the links there in our group Discord. It's real simple, real easy. It's there. You can click the link. Join us.
Real quick, the poll is done, and Nightmare Before Christmas won. With Nikaya contributing 420 channel points.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right. So, before we go on, the tournament will start next week. And the contenders for the first annual Sully Show Greatest Christmas Movie Ever tournament: Die Hard, White Christmas, Gremlins, It's a Wonderful Life, Ernest Saves Christmas, Christmas Vacation, Santa Claus the Movie, The Santa Claus, Polar Express, Scrooged, Muppet Christmas Carol, and Nightmare Before Christmas. So yes, we will be doing some very awesome stuff when it comes to that. So this first article
it scares me when you laugh like that. It really does.
This first article comes from North Carolina. Yeah, it's bound to happen, I guess. Because, well, a customer calls 911.
Okay.
Over slow smoked pork being too pink. Let that sink in, folks. Let that sink in.
Look, I like my meat pink, but not that pink.
Yeah.
Flip that, by the way.
Well, Clyde Cooper's Barbecue, a Raleigh institution since 1938, was approached by owner Debbie Holt saying her pork was undercooked, even though a slight pink ring or hue is the mark of properly done hog barbecue. Makes sense, doesn't it? You need to have the pink in there. If you don't, you're just killing it. Okay? Especially since it's barbecue. Pork. Carol says, really? Lady Death says, hey, if it was in Texas, I can understand it. No.
No, just North Carolina.
No. The customer said, when she said it to me, I said, excuse me? Holt said. She tried to explain to the customer that the pink color was normal, with other diners chiming in to help. I kind of had a snicker a little bit and told her, honey, that's when the barbecue is smoked. It turns pink. And she was insistent it wasn't done. Now,
customer's always right.
Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you've never had smoked meat for a barbecue, You are missing out. Oh, delicious. So good. Hell, I know TikTokers, that's all they do is their content is smoked food, and my God, it's just looking delicious. Talking to you. That's right, you.
You look at the barbecue cookout competitions.
Oh, my gosh.
Every one of them has pink in it.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Holt said that the woman did not make a scene, but phoned emergency services from outside the restaurant. While police officers were sent to the scene, they knew better than to take the complaints seriously. When the cop came in, though, he had a cute little smile on his face and rolled his eyes and just had his arms folded. I don't even think he said much to me, except, I got you. Even the police know.
I got you back, honey. I got you back.
Even the police know.
They were probably regular customers there.
The customers were there. The police were there. Lady Death says, orgasmic. Funky. Gary the Smoker Guy. LOL. Come on, it's smoked pork. It's Listen, if you don't take that piece of meat, and I know this is going to be hashtag phrasing because that's what we're talking about, and you can squeeze it and the juices don't fall out of it, you did it wrong. That's perfect. My God, if I had a smoker, oh my God, I would be in heaven when it came to smoked pork, steaks, ribeyes. I mean, come on. Meat. It's what's for dinner.
Pork, it's the new white meat.
Well, according to the customer, she asked for either a refund or something else from the menu, but she says she was refused both. If you're telling me you don't do refunds or exchanges, there's a problem, she insisted. It was the issue, the way the situation was handled. You have to do either a refund or exchange. If you're not going to do either, that's the issue. That's the reason I called the cops. The woman then explained that she was offered to exchange her meal for fried chicken in between the 911 call and the police arriving. She accepted the switch and said this likely would have been avoided. Wow. Yep. There it is. Wow. The woman.
Now there is a perfect Sully right there.
Oh, that would have lost me the bet that we never did. The woman then explained that she was offered to exchange her meal for fried chicken in between the 911 call and the police arriving. She accepted the switch and said this likely would have avoided the entire conflict. If she had given me a chicken plate, I would have gone about my business, she said. The woman allegedly left Clyde Cooper's a 1-star Google review with a photo of her barbecue plate later that day. Even so, Holt said she would be more than willing to make amends. To tell her to come back and I'll educate her about North Carolina Southeastern style barbecue, I'd be happy to.
Mm-hmm.
Smoked meat! Smoked meat!
And the thing is, you could go to any single person in this restaurant right now and look at theirs. It's going to look exactly the same as yours.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Which is another way of saying, like Micaiah did, she's an idiot.
Leroy, you were just stupid as hell.
Yep.
Yes, most definitely. So we're going to go from North Carolina to one of Micaiah's favorite places.
Oh, yes.
Texas.
Hey, everything's bigger in Texas.
Very, very true. And in this case, even getting your grass cut.
Yeah. This was
very, very interesting story. City's attempt to cut Texas man's grass ends with his death.
Which, by the way, happened October of 2021. So this was last year.
There you go. An attempt by Austin, Texas officials to serve a search warrant and provide lawn care resulted in shots fired, an hours-long standoff, a house fire, and a death, police said.
One, two,
So
three.
this
So,
is like, another version of Waco.
so shots fired. Well, wait. First, there was a warrant,
Mm-hmm.
lawn care. So there's two. Shots fired, a standoff, a house fire, and a death. 6 things. Holy crap.
Yeah. Police officers said code enforcement officers arrived at a home at 9:16 a.m. to serve a nuisance search warrant, but could not make contact with the resident, Austin Police Chief Jason Cannon said at an evening news conference. The warrant was left at the door, and contractors for the city's code enforcement began working on the lawn. About an hour later, the resident started shooting from inside the house. They immediately backed off, got all of the staff that was working on the house to safety, and had a SWAT team called in and was initiated for a barricaded subject.
Oh, jeez.
SWAT, mental health officers, and a crisis negotiator arrived on scene, but could not get the man to come out of his house.
Bet you he was in his underwear.
Leading to the lockdown of a nearby elementary school and the closure of several streets.
Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah, with the elementary school, if anything happens within a certain distance from them, like 500 meters or something like that, they automatically put any kind of school that is in that area into a lockdown for the safety of the students and staff and all that good crap.
Yeah.
SWAT spent the next several hours trying to negotiate with the individual to just simply come out of the house. At about 3 p.m.
Talk.
What'd you say?
We just want to talk.
Right.
Your grass is too high.
Those are some scary words. We just want to talk. At about 3 p.m., the resident started shooting at officers again.
Oh,
quote,
Jesus.
And because of that immediate threat, they made entry using a robot, unquote. The Robert. Yeah. That's the third time I've done that, too.
I know.
The robot helped officers determine that a fire had been started in the home and was quickly spreading. Officers still couldn't get the man to come out of the house as it became fully engulfed in flames. But then the man exited through the garage with weapons in his hand. Quote, At the time, a SWAT officer shot and struck the resident who went down with a gunshot wound. Unquote. Officers got the man away from the house and treated him before he was taken to a hospital where he died.
Oh, boy.
It is unclear what caused his death.
Heart attack.
Yeah, not the bullet one. Nah. The fire was eventually put out and the school lockdown was lifted. The SWAT officer who shot the man will be put on administrative duty during investigations of the incident. The officer has been in the department for more than 8 years. The resident of the home has not been identified, but police say that he was in his 50s. Mendez said that the department had made previous welfare visits to the home, but were never able to communicate with him. Officers were in touch with his family during Wednesday's standoff. The main goal Wednesday was to get the man in compliance with the local homeowners association.
Oh,
yeah, HOAs. There you go.
There's the kicker.
Quote, they attempted to cut the lawn for him, and this is the reaction they got. Unquote.
Get off of my lawn, you damn crazy kids!
What's that? You want to cut my lawn for free? Go for it. However, when the city compliance does it, they charge you for it.
How dare you step on my lawn?
The third
Get
robot.
out of here.
Sammy, some of the freaking names you come up with for them clips, man.
Back in my day,
they didn't have lawnmowers, you old ass.
We used scissors.
Back in my day, we didn't have scissors. We used goats.
Goats. There you go. All right, this next one. This next one happened last week. Yeah. Mariah Carey. You know it's going to be a doozy when it's Mariah Carey. is not the Queen of Christmas.
No, that's Carol.
Especially when it comes to a trademark.
No. Carol's the Queen of Crochet. Never mind.
So, Mariah Carey tried to trademark the phrase Queen of Christmas. Yep.
Oh, because everybody calls her that because of her Christmas song.
Yep. The U.S. Trademark Trial and Appeal Board denied Mariah Carey's attempt to trademark Queen of Christmas on Tuesday last week, along with her attempts to lock down the rights to Princess Christmas and Christmas Princess, according to the release given to TMZ. And people question me when it comes to TMZ, but honestly, they're pretty accurate with things.
That's just being greedy.
Yeah. As for what Mariah Carey wanted to trademark, she did it for filing. She said she planned to use the title for fragrances, lotions, nail polish, jewelry, cups, mugs, chocolate milk, coconut water, as well as ornaments, toys, dog clothing, masks, lingerie, and sweatshirts.
So Marvel predicted this. They did it in She-Hulk.
Yeah, they did. Elizabeth tells us Christmas is a season of giving, not the season of taking, and it is wrong for an individual to attempt to own and monopolize a nickname like Queen of Christmas for the purposes of abject materialism.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I applaud thee. Golf clap, golf clap. Take it as you will. So, you know what? I'm glad they rejected her.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I agree with what the judge said. It's not right to be able to monopolize on something for the purpose of marketing, especially something that is so, I don't want to say exclusive, but it kind of is so exclusive to the holiday season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, finally a judge with a good head on her shoulder.
About freaking time.
who wasn't blinded by, the stars' popularity and everything.
Blinded by the light.
Dressed up like a douche in a rumor in the night.
I always thought that was douche.
I did too. That's why I just said it on the end of it, douching.
Yep.
So, Sully, when's the next Olympics?
Ooh, I know this one. 2024, because I am an Olympics freak. I love the Olympics. It's like my Super Bowl.
But where are the next Olympics being held?
If I remember correctly, I believe Paris, France.
That is correct, sir. Ding, ding, ding. You win the prize. Too bad we're not on Jeopardy, where you might actually get something.
I lost on Jeopardy.
Now, here's one you might not know.
Oh, please.
What is the Olympic mascot for Paris 2022?
I don't know.
It's a giant clitoris in sneakers. Actual news article from the New York Post dated November 22nd, 2022. This is the title of the article. Paris Olympic Games mascot compared to, quote, clitoris in sneakers by critics. Yes.
Oh, boy.
And we do have video.
Oh, yay, video. I'm going to play it. Phrygian caps will be the mascots of the 2024 Olympics. Yeah, you know what?
It was so important for us that the mascot will have also an ideal, not just an animal or an object, but give sense to the games is so important for us. That's why the mascot had to carry this symbol, and the Phrygian cap is definitely the idea of let's do all together the revolution through sport, to have more sport in the daily life and to celebrate sport in a new era also through Paris 2024.
You know what? I'm going to have to go with the crowd on this one.
Yeah, so the article says that snarky French critics have declared that each of the newly unveiled Paris Olympic mascots looked like giant clitoris in sneakers, with one French publication even declaring that that's good news. The red triangle-shaped mascots of the 2024 Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris are supposed to resemble the traditional Phrygian hat that was worn in the French Revolution, but online wags have started using the term clitoris and trainers to describe the delta-shaped characters. Quote, by the dint of books, testimonials, documentaries, sorry, maybe I'll get that right one of these days, articles, videos on the taboo of the clitoris, it seems that collectively we have finally understood what it looks like beyond feminist circles. It was enough to read the many reactions of internet users of all stripes, and in particular of dissatisfied conservative men, to observe that even they know how to recognize it. Almost.
You just did 2 in a row.
The Fijis, I'm still not sure how to say that, were unveiled in a news conference Monday, with Paris 2024 President Tony Estenaut quoted as saying, quote, we chose an ideal rather than an animal.
Sure.
We chose the Phrygian cat because it's a very strong symbol of the French Republic. For French people, it's a very well-known object that is a symbol of freedom, an object that will represent mascots across the world. The 2024 Olympic logo, meanwhile, has been roasted on social media for looking like a Karen meme, a white woman with short hair who, quote, needs to speak to the manager, unquote.
So can we bash it too? I mean, I think it speaks for itself.
Right. One of the comments, just another contrived marketing ploy, something that can be trademarked and sold. It invokes a sense of greed, artistic nonsense, and a lack of gravitas.
The nerve. The absolute nerve.
And then there was one more comment. Well, that was really pushing it.
Quite literally. Fire in the hole, folks. Fire in the hole.
I will say they are cute, and I do think it's really cool that they've done one specifically for the Paralympic Games,
yes, with
one of them having the prosthetic leg.
Absolutely. I think it's great.
I think that's really cool. But yeah, it does kind of look like a clitoris and tennis shoe. I'm going to be having nightmares about that.
But are you? Are you really?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Did you change something in your sound settings or something? Because all of a sudden you're in a tunnel.
No, I didn't change anything.
Yeah, you sound like you're sitting way back from the mic.
The mic's right in front of me.
Well, even Nakia says, why do you sound like you're in a tunnel? Echo says, we need a woman's perspective on this story. Can someone call in, please? Or get Sully's wife on?
How about now? Do I sound better now?
You're not as far away from the camera or from the microphone. But yeah.
What just happened?
There you go. Now you're good.
No, I'm not.
Well, your mic is.
My mic is, but you disappeared. Hold on a minute.
Yeah. I'm just a ghost speaking from beyond.
There we go. All right, I got you back. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Right. Hate it when that happens.
Western Echo says, we need a woman's perspective on this. Can someone call in, please, or get Sully's wife on?
I already read that.
So, yes, I know, but my response to that is my wife will never come on the show.
Yeah. We've managed to see her hands and arms and hear her voice.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
And she has straight out said, "You will never get me on camera."
Yep. Nope. She will not do it. I've tried, folks.
We'll specify for the show.
Yeah. I've tried.
For the show.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. No.
Doesn't work.
We even tried to trick her one time and it didn't work.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I tried. This next and last one comes from Pennsylvania. Yay.
Back to the East Coast.
Pennsylvania.
They make a good TV.
Because a small alligator was found next to a Pennsylvania highway.
Nice.
And there's
so we went from the dinosaur alligator to a small alligator.
Yeah. And there's video.
Nice. Oh, we love video.
With no audio, of course.
Of course.
Of course there's no audio.
That's a cute little gator, though.
He looks cute.
You know, that's a baby.
I'll pause it and we don't know if it's a baby or not. But animal rescuers were summoned to Pennsylvania Highway to collect an alligator found in a plastic bin next to the roadway. Triple J Reptiles and Rescue said rescuers responded to the side of Route 441 in Dauphin County near the border with Lancaster County on a report of an alligator. Makes sense, just saying. Right. The reptile, which was said to be 2.5 to 3 feet long, was found in a blue plastic bin. The owner of the rescue said the alligator is underweight and is being treated at the rescue. Police and Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission were informed of the discovery, and alligators are legal to keep as pets in Pennsylvania without a permit. See, that is something that I did not know.
Right.
I just feel bad for the little alligator. All out there all alone.
Echo says,
look at
how we know the end is nigh when even Pennsylvania stories begin to look and sound like Florida stories.
Truth.
Yeah, can't really argue with that one.
True. Listen, I'm not a big alligator fan when it comes to having them in pets, but even with that, that's bullshit. That's all. That's just like leaving a dog out on the side of the road.
Exactly. That was a family pet or a person's pet that
it bit me.
That they outgrew. It might have bit them or something, or it just got to be too much. Try and feed them because they are very voracious animals.
It bit me.
And everything. So we're just gonna stick it on the side of the road in a blue freaking crate.
Yep.
But at the same time, they could have just taken it. They could have just taken it and thrown it into a river somewhere, which would have been even worse.
Yeah, because it probably would have gotten picked off, especially since it was an in captivity type of ordeal.
Yep. Exactly.
People are stupid.
Yes, they are.
And I don't mind saying that either. That, my friends, is our I Can't Believe I Read That for this week. If you have an article, send it to us, accidentalpunch@gmail.com, or post it in our I Can't Believe I Read That Discord channel. And, wow, we're on a roll today. We're going to do this.
You people are idiots. Welcome back, dumbass. Dumbass. Got anything for that, dumbass? Well, April Fool, dumbass.
It's time for the dumbass of the week.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. You dumbasses. 300 million sperm. That's the one that got through.
Yes, my friends, it is now time for the Dumbass of the Week, where we take all those wonderful people from the good old interwebs and, we bring them to your attention because you need to know about this stuff. Quite literally. The Dumbass of the Week. Send your article or video to us, accidentalpunch@gmail.com. Post it in our Discord channel, and we'll use it for the show and give credit where credit is due. This one, goes out to a big thanks for Big Tank. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Western Echo, as always, a weekly thanks goes to the Sully Show for helping me lose a couple of more brain cells listening to these. You're welcome.
Hey, at least this way you don't have to worry about driving drunk.
Also true. Also true. And you're welcome. You're welcome.
Or doing drugs, because we will always make you feel better about it.
Drugs bad, okay? So, when I originally got this article, Big Tank sent it to me on Facebook. And he says, this is not for the show. And I went, okay, well, let me take a look and let me read it. And I went, oh, no, this is for the show. This is absolutely for the show. Clearly, what happens in this article, we are 100% against. However, the ramifications of what's going to happen from this, they deserve everything that they get. Little PSA.
I would have to agree.
You've heard of the caterpillars, right? And I'm not talking about the insects. I'm talking about those big freaking heavy machinery.
Yeah, the cute little furry things that crawl on the ground. Yeah,
No, I'm talking the big heavy machinery.
Ah, you mean the caterpillar.
The caterpillars. Yeah. More power. Again.
Just the first line of this article hurts.
Yeah. Caterpillar employee immediately incinerated after falling into pot of molten iron. Now, for those that are saying to yourself, well, how is this funny? How is this a dumbass of the week? No. Just wait. Just wait. Because again, what happened is not the cause of the dumbass.
No, what happened is dreadful and terrible.
Yes. However, the company gets everything that's coming to them, and they deserve it. Because OSHA investigated this wonderful situation where a Caterpillar employee was incinerated when he fell into an 11-foot deep pot of molten iron heated to more than 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's instant death right there. He didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
It sucks, but he didn't feel a thing.
I mean, it's a good thing that he didn't feel a thing.
Yeah. The death of the 39-year-old employee happened on June 2nd at a Caterpillar foundry in central Illinois.
This next line's kind of crazy.
It was only the employee's 9th day on the job. 9th. Federal investigation determined that if proper safety guards had been installed, the death could have been avoided. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
It's a major freaking lawsuit.
Oh, that family's going to own that company.
Pretty much.
That family, again, my condolences to the family, but yes, that family is going to give it to them and going to get them for all they're worth. Oh.
Especially since it ended up proving that they have a history of unsafe practices.
Oh, yeah. The investigators with OSHA found that the foundry regularly exposed employees to unprotected fall hazards as they worked close to deep containers of molten iron. The employee who died was a melting specialist who was removing a sample of iron from a furnace when he fell into the melting pot. Doing his job, 9th day on the job. Melting specialist.
Yeah.
Collecting the sample to make sure, hey, everything is good. But instead, Caterpillar's failure to meet its legal responsibilities to ensure the safety of and health of workers leaves the workers' family, friends, and coworkers to grieve needlessly. Again, yes. Yes. OSHA cited Caterpillar Inc. for one willful violation. One. Only one.
Yeah.
The company is ordered to pay a fine of $147,027. That's the fine.
And that's to OSHA.
That's to OSHA.
Yeah.
The
I guarantee you, soon we will have a follow-up story where his family has filed a lawsuit against the company, and Caterpillar will be changing their name to whatever this gentleman's last name happened to be.
Yeah.
You know, not to laugh about it, but I agree with you. Caterpillar deserves everything that they get. And they should be shut down until they fix everything that's wrong in that plant.
They probably won't. They probably won't.
Echo says, I love the melting pot. Best fondue place around.
Whoopsie.
Too soon?
Whoopsie. I mean, listen, the fact that they only have to pay $150,000 fine is crazy in and of itself. If I was a member of that family, you bet your ass I'd be suing them.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, wrongful death.
Yep.
They've got the investigation to prove it.
Yep. Wrongful death that was preventable.
That is a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Yep.
Because
pure negligence on the part of Caterpillar.
Not only should they sue for wrongful death, but they should sue for not having the proper safety equipment to keep their employees safe. Makes me wonder how many have actually fallen into the molten iron now.
Oh, it's probably happened before, but they could do like they do in Germany. In Germany, if in the military, if you kill one of their chickens, you have to pay not just for the chicken, but the chicken and all the eggs that it could have laid.
Oh, wait a minute. It gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Just read a different article.
Oh, yeah?
The person who was incinerated is the second death to occur at the same foundry in 6 months.
Wow. Hi.
The first person... We got cat cam. The first person, Scott Adams, fell to his death through a hole in the floor and fell 20 feet.
Oof.
Also investigated by OSHA. Hello.
They should go after OSHA too, because OSHA should have shut that damn plant down and forced them to fix everything that was wrong in that plant and all their safety hazards.
Yeah.
Before they open back up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Echo says the real story is that it took OSHA 6 months and a couple of deaths to hit them with a nice fine.
Also true.
And that's not even a nice fine for Caterpillar. $145,000 isn't even a drop in the bucket. They get that for one freaking tractor.
Yep. Hands down. That, my friends.
Oh, just right off the tractor.
Yeah. That, my friends, is this week's Dumbass of the Week. Caterpillar. If you have an article, send it to us, accidentalpunch@gmail.com, or post it in our Dumbass of the Week Discord channel. Real simple, real easy. Yes, it is. All right, folks. We got to get out of here. I know you don't want us to, but, you know, we kind of have to.
Oh, you had it right. They just don't want us.
Also true. JT, go for it, my friend.
All right, you can follow me, JT, in a couple of different ways. If you want to follow my JT Hollis music, you can check us out on Facebook at the JT Hollis fan page or on the interwebs at jthollismusic.com. For the woodworking on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Veteran Garden Deco, and on the interwebs, vgdshop.com.
That's right. And of course, as always, whoop, hey, why'd the outro just disappear? What the freaking hell? Live, folks. We're live. I'm just going to skip here. Nope, too far. There we go. Fail. 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 Clip that, folks. Clip that. All right. As for me, you can follow me on Twitter at The Sully Show, as well as at Accidental Punch. Don't forget, you can follow Trisha at SimTrisha on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, you name it. She's there. Yes, she's taking a couple weeks off, and rightfully so. She's got a lot of stuff going on. You can also purchase 2 of my audiobooks, Muerte, Death is What I Do, and Wing and a Prayer Book 3 of my cousin Vinny at tinyurl.com/muertedeath or tinyurl.com/wingprayer3. Good stuff. We're live every Tuesday between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you guys next time. Later. Have a happy Thanksgiving, folks.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
You're listening to The Sully Show.
They got the mustard.
Screw you. Hey, Bubba J, what'd you ever do with that crocodile you had? Well, you know what? First off, it was an alligator, and after it ate Mitzi, God rest her soul, I put his ass in the blue box and left him on the side of the road.
That was like perfect ending too. All right, guys, we are going to do a raid. Thank you, each and every single one of you, for tuning in tonight and participating in our chat. I do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who voted for all of these Christmas movies. I will put out a video where we pick them and do what we need to do in order to have our nice, wonderful tournament bracket for who is or what is the best Christmas movie for this year. Oh yes, and we'll do it again next year too. It'll be fun and wonderful. It's called Interaction. We are going to do a raid, which is going to be fun. Let's see, who do we have alive right now? Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, you know what? We're going to raid Fire Sergeant. We haven't raided his channel in quite some time. Let's go and share the love for him. He is playing Dead by Daylight. Great game. Great game if you like those survival games. Western Echo says, bunch of elf haters, y'all.
Nice title, Sammy. No, not Mitzi.
Not Mitzi, no. No. So let's do this wonderful raid here. Let's see, raid channel. And we're going to do Fire Sergeant. There it is. Playing Dead by Daylight. Make sure you use Punchers Unite in his chat room. Give him some love. Have some fun. And guys, we will see you next Monday for 2 Ewoks in the Park. And I hope everybody tunes in next Tuesday as well. And have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. We'll see you guys later. Punchers Unite. Go for it. Raid is going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Because that's how we roll. Good night, everybody.